Okay, so this next skill here is going to be playing a riff, a very rhythmic riff on the bass, and it's actually from the song In the Sanctuary. It's the opening riff, and this is what you play in the verse. The reason we're doing this is because it's going to introduce you to a lot of rhythmic things that you can do on the bass that we want to begin doing. So to start out, we are on the 7th fret on the B note on the E string. So 7th fret, and then we are on the 5th fret on the A string. So from here to here, and then we want to have our finger ready. So again, this is not something you can achieve with one finger. You're gonna need to use these two fingers and use them like a bird cage, right? So you have this finger kind of covering down the line here, and this finger covering down the line here. So you can do stuff like this. I mean, that's pretty advanced, but that's why you want to begin using your fingers that way. And we're gonna need that here. So again, 7th fret, 5th, 7th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 9th. So that's a big slide on that A string. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now that you know where to put your fingers, let's talk about the rhythm. So let's count this out. What we're playing is, here, let me play it real quick. Boom, 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 boom. All right, and then it just repeats over and over again. What we're playing, I'm gonna try to count it because it's pretty hard to count and play it, but you can do this later on naturally. This may help you, it may not. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and is what we're gonna count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? So you notice that a couple of those notes come early. They come on the and, not on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's on the upstroke. So that's kind of how I feel it, and that's really what gives it that funky vibe, like boom, 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 boom. So again, if it helps, count that way. Otherwise, put on your metronome and you'll feel it through. Now there's a couple more things we need to talk about before we can really start practicing this riff, and it's a couple of those the pops that I'm doing, like without actually pressing anything. You just lay your fingers on the string. Maybe you just played a note, let go. That's kind of how you go, let go of it, and then you just let it pop the string. And then you can also slap the string. I do that a couple of times. So all I do is just, again, whether your finger is pressed or unpressed, you can just tap the string right where it's at. Again, remember to anchor your thumb right here on the pickup, and that'll give you a good thing, like a pivot point to slap. Now there's also a slide. So when I go boom, 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 there's that pop. So I'm pressing on the note before I get to the 9th fret. So I go so that it makes that sound. So practice that a few times. So you're doing something like this. You can even start low, way lower, to give it that big effect. And this is something that you can really implement in other songs. Slides and stuff like that just sounds so cool. It really makes the groove because it kind of gives it that, like, we're sliding in to the note. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna practice it at app here is a little bit frozen. So we're gonna start at 70 BPM for practice, but for the growth track, it's at 110 BPM. So we'll start at 70 and then we'll get up to 110. So here it is, real slow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Notice that right before I slid, I do a pop. Boom, boom. Anyway, you heard it while I was doing it. So practice that till you got it. And again, those pops, when we bring it up to speed, those pops will be way more appropriate because it just helps carry along. It's the rhythm of the song. It's how it just kind of comes across. That's why we do those things. It's not just to do them. All right, here we go. 110. 1, 2, 3, go. We lift our hands in the sanctuary. We lift our hands to give you the praise. All right. So again, practice that. Work on that. I think that's really going to develop some really, really, really fun, enjoyable playing, especially when you're locking in with the drums. Oh, that feels so great. Blessings.